Alright, Kevin. I was going to send you more detailed photos, but I thought maybe a video might be a better representation of the condition. Yeah, so here she is. You can see I just have her on some furniture dollies right now. You got some like resting pads right there that kind of run down the length of the bottom there. Those are the stainless steel eye bolts I installed, and then you can see there those are the inspection ports that I drilled in. I just essentially cut them with a rotozip and then put some caulking on the outside there, but those easily unscrew, that way you can access the tie down points. And then on the top, got the boat hatch area that I installed, and then you've got the fantastic, they call it fantastic vent fan. And you also have some points here. The guy originally had a, I don't know, it's like this swing ladder rack that was attached to these bolts right here, but those are mounted in there, so if you ever do decide to install anything, they're just easily, just screw them on. And then here's kind of a side glance of the fiberglass. It's all in good condition. Oh, and here's the those are the backup lights that I installed right there. Here's the puck lock that just goes in there, and I'll send the key with that. I think it only it may have come with 2 keys. I'll have to look. And this is that paddle lock I was telling you about. This was the original paddle lock, was on there. It had a you know, a little tumbler in there. We took the tumbler out, that way no one can access it. We were just going to put like a silicone plug or something there, but it works great, and it locks from the inside. So if you do have this as a camper, you just like that, and you can open it from the inside, but they can't unlock. Well, I say that. There we go. Yeah. So they can unlock it. There we go. Let's see. This side. Oh wait, it's got the metal right here. Metal grates, and then this side has this aluminum point that goes inside here, mounts in there, so this like keeps the door open. This side has the same thing, but this little rubber piece right here, it keeps pushing over. So at some point I was going to like put some adhesive in there, try to fix it. But that's a pretty easy fix. And here's the hinges for the door. They're in really good condition. Oh, I missed that one. There we go. Alright. Here's the inside. This is the other side of the door. Here. You can see some bolts here. I put pretty long bolts for the puck lock, but you can more than welcome to cut those down. Yeah, and here's the inside. Let me turn on this little light. There we go. This is that bed platform that I put in. I just put in a piece of plywood right here. First I put this in there, installed it this way, because it can be installed either over on this side or this side, but I installed it in front. And then put a piece of plywood over it, and then I put some, like, I think this is vinyl. So, and it's just bolted in on the sides here. So if you do decide to pull this out, you were talking about putting your bike in here, your motorbike, yeah, you'll just have to pull, there's a couple bolts underneath the vinyl right here. Just pull those. Plywood will come up. You'll probably just have to take a blade and cut just a slit there. That's no problem though. Because even if you wanted to reinstall it, you can put it back in, even with that cut, and then put a mattress over it. And then these are the trim rings I was telling you about. Because as you can see here, so this is the boat hatch that I put in. It's got little points where, you know, the screws are still visible. But if you install this guy, even without insulation, that'd kind of cover it up a little bit. And then same thing with the fan here. You've got some screws that are visible, you know, depending on if you did want to put insulation or not, but just put that trim ring and it'll just slide underneath there and that'll cover that up. This is that side little cabinet area. Oh yeah, and I've purchased some of these little plugs. They are the plugs that go, so there's these little access holes right here that actually were pre-existing when I got it. It's to access, there's like this mechanical tie down that it originally came with. Didn't come with this one, but that was a way to access it. But those are still open, but you can put those plugs in there. They're just automotive plugs. Sometimes they're kind of tough to get in, but once you do, they stay in. What else? These are the inspection ports. Essentially, you just open it like that, and that way you can easily access the tie down points. And then I've got two there you go. I've got two of these I'll send with. It's essentially just a 2,000 pound what do they call these? Shackle, or anyway. And then put on a little bit of extra chain with a ring at the top, but it depends on your truck. You may not need this much. But there's two of those. And then these guys, this was original, this came with it, but I drilled in some holes here to mount it into, oh no, actually, yeah, those are the originals, and then that's the stainless ring on the bottom, and there's 4 of those. This side, they only had 3 of them, so this side I just put a steel plate, again with the ring. This is the trailer attachment for the brake lights, and then on here that's just your ground, and that is just for now. I just kind of put it through this hole, but it goes on the outside. Let's see what else. The Fantastic vent, it's brand new, never been wired, so when you put a solar system in, you'll just attach these lines to your solar system. And then these are the points I was telling you about where it runs for lights, which is pretty cool because this is like double layered. So the fiberglass, you know, here on everywhere else is, let's say, single layered, but then this is double layered so that you can have an interior kind of run for the wiring, which is pretty cool. What else? Oh yeah, there's some more wiring for the fan, some instructions for the fan, and what else? Yeah, so overall, I mean, oh yeah, and the flooring, put the flooring in, just some leftover flooring from a job. And we never did wire the brake light in. I don't know if that works, because it had pre-existing wiring. It was easier just to install these brake lights and just wire those in. These are the lifting winches. So they're just basic lifts. And then this is the other side. Kind of hard to tell now with the sun shining. I guess the only thing I would say with the fiberglass is, at some point I was doing some work on it, and like cutting the holes on the top, and so I taped some plastic on it, and there's just some residue that I never have gotten off. With some acetone you could take it off if it gets annoying to you. And then here's what she looks like from the from the front. And this is the underside I was telling you about. So even though it's like 43 inches from the bottom to the edge here, it's kind of concave right here. So depending on your cab, it may just fit right in there. But if it ends up being too short here, just a, you know, a 2-3 inch bed platform on the bottom just made out of plywood, and you'll be fine. And then I stuck some reflective tape that just runs along the edge here just for better visibility. And then let's see if I can get you a good view of the top. So that's the top there. So yeah, let's oh, and then there's like a rub rail that runs all along there. There was one area on this rub rail, I want to say probably on the left side. Yeah, like right here. It's just looks like it's, no, that's not it. Maybe that was it. I don't know, it was just a small little imperfection. But other than that, yeah. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, this will be your new little addition. Hope you guys enjoy.